Mole mole. How's it hanging, folks? I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay. My allergies are kind of acting up a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know, man. It's just something that happens every once in a while. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I saw some fucking insane shit today about, like, the Wall Street Journal releasing an article on how, like, Biden's, political aides basically helped puppeteer him around the White House because he was so fucking old. He didn't know how to fucking do anything anymore. Which, I mean, yeah, that's fucked up. They probably should have just run a different candidate. I mean, it's not like Joe Biden was the strongest candidate they could have run. I mean, like, you know, Bernie Sanders is right there. But, you know, I guess that's neither here nor there. But I mean, it's just like, what it's got me thinking about is, aging is such a fucking curse. I don't know why we're trying to create methods to live longer. You know what I mean? Like, if I could either retain most of my bodily functions up to like 65 and then die at 65, or live to 130 but spend like half of my life in a fucking wheelchair, not being able to do anything by myself, I'd die at 65. Easy peasy. 65 years is a lot of time. Like, I don't need 130 where I can't, like, do anything. I'm sure I'll have some good moments in those 130 years, but, like, you know, that's just not for me. And I mean, it's fucking scary to think that, like, the most powerful country on Earth, was being essentially, like, walked around on strings because the person running it was so fucking old, he just couldn't do anything. It's insane. It's insane. And it's sad, man. Fucking, yeah, it's sad. Gotta say, Biden was a funny president, though. He was a funny guy. Have you ever seen that fucking Earth Rider clip? Where he's like, the beer that they brew here, ooh, Earth Rider. That's a fucking great clip. That's great. It's so funny. He's such an old man, man. He's such an old guy. He's such an old guy. Oh, man. But I mean, writing was on the wall. You know, I don't know if you guys remember that investigation that got done, like, I think a few years ago at this point, because Biden had also, like, been keeping documents in his home the same way Trump did. Okay, I'll just quickly clarify. Difference between the two is that Biden gave them up when asked, Trump didn't. That's why Mar-a-Lago got raided. But yeah, Biden was still doing something wrong, so they did a little investigation into it. And the guy who did the investigation concluded that he was a well-meaning old man who didn't really remember anything, and his brain didn't really function properly. Like, he didn't remember what his son had died of. Which, like, I feel like that's got to be one of the most core moments of your life that you never forget about. And Biden just couldn't remember it because he was so old. And a lot of people in the media, especially like CNN, MSNBC, came at it from the perspective of, like, you know, this guy is a biased Republican, blah blah blah, because, you know, they had their eggs in the Biden basket, and, you know, if he was genuinely not all there mentally, then that would spell really bad things for the Democratic Party. I'm sure that guy who did the investigation must feel very vindicated right now, because not only was he right about Biden, you know, having a shit memory, but he was also right about not only was he right about Biden, you know, not being all there mentally, but he was also kind of right about the implications that it held, because the Dems lost the election. You know, you could probably blame some of that on Biden. I personally don't. I think not trying to No, I am trying to. I was about to say not trying to speak politics too heavily here, but that's all I've been doing. I think, personally, the reason why Biden lost, or sorry, why Kamala lost, was partially because of internalized racism and misogyny and all that nasty stuff within the American public, but also because she didn't really run a very good policy platform. Like, small loans for black men investing in crypto, I believe, was one of them. Rather, that's going to affect like 6 people, and 2 of them are the fresh and fit guys, and Lord knows they aren't fucking voting for Kamala Harris. Like, nobody actually wanted that, and I think she just she was just so stubborn on her policies, you know, wanting to go through with them even when she had polling numbers that kind of pointed. Wait, give me a second. Holy shit, so, sorry about that. I went to go unpack the shopping for the week real quick. No. In all honesty, don't really remember what I was saying. Something, Biden old, Democratic establishment bad, Trump bad, Bernie Sanders, like, okay, but he's also really old. I don't know, man. I don't know. US politics is a shit show. UK politics, not much better. Reform is doing quite well at the moment, which is not my cup of tea, to say the very fucking least. If you don't know, Reform is is Nigel Farage's party, which you also might not know. That is the guy who orchestrated Brexit, which you probably do know is when the UK left the EU. It was not good. Very bad idea. But I mean, you know, who cares about bad ideas when it's going to make rich people a lot of money? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I talk about politics too much. It's my fucking autism special interest. What can I say? Anyway, you guys are great. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.